Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to talk about what I call the back end of the annual report, the items post financial statements. And specifically, that's going to involve the notes and some other miscellaneous information. So first up, the notes to the financial statements. So in your annual report, you have a lot of discussion about the business. You have management's discussion about both the business and the finances. Then you have the auditor's report on whether or not the financial statements are reliable. Then you've got the financial statements themselves. And those financial statements contain a wealth of information. The only thing is, when you think about the financial statements and what they actually have on them, is it's accounts and numbers, right? So you might have cash, 3 million, or it might say revenue, 1 million, or something of that nature. And so that's great to know. It's super important to know. And if you understand the company's business, then you have a sense of knowing, oh, well, it says sales revenue and this is Apple. So that sales revenue involves, say, iPhones and Macintoshes and iPads and Apple Watches and so forth and so on, right? But notice you don't know the breakdown. You don't know how much of it was iPhones, how much of it was iPads, how much of it was Macs, right? Because the financial statements don't contain that level of detail. Well, that's what the notes are for. The notes is essentially an organized presentation, as I say here, of either text, tables, or graphics that clarify and expand on the financial statement data or provide additional information that may affect investors' decision-making ability. In other words, while it's great to know how much revenue a company like Apple brings in, it is equally, if not more important for investor decision making to know which part of the business is that coming from. Because when there's significant shifts in where revenue flows from, that means the company as a whole is undergoing a major transformation. And so that's the type of information that you're going to find in the notes to the financials. And notice my note down here at the bottom, often the largest portion of the annual report. Without a doubt, no matter how much space your financial statements themselves take up, you're going to have a lot more space being taken up by clarifications, by notes, with all the detail that goes behind those numbers to help keep investors fully informed about what's happening at the company. So that's the notes. Once you get past the notes, there's some miscellaneous information that's just required to be filed. And I give you a small list over here, things like your corporate governance, your executive compensation, who are your related parties, how much are you paying your auditors, and then schedules and exhibits. And honestly, the information back here, if you care about governance or compensation, that sort of thing, then this is where you look. But if you're going to find out about the company, about its risks, about its business, about its financials, this is probably going to be lower on the totem pole of importance and probably why it's all the way at the end. But it is back there for anybody interested. And that's it. This video was a lot shorter than probably most notes to the financial statements are going to be. But there it is in a nutshell. You have the notes and you have the other information. The notes, super critical in understanding the numbers that are on the face of the financials. The other information, something that's probably less critical in the grand scheme of the annual report. Hope you found this helpful, and I hope you join me for the next video.